Well, this is a set change, so I got to talk for a minute. But when the Coral Reefers play over the years, we're so wound up. You guys give us so much energy back from out there in the crowd. When we finish the show, we're not going to sleep for 5 hours anyway. That's just what the deal is. So we generally go ahead and travel to the next town. Just go ahead and get that traveling out of the way, because Jimmy was fortunate enough to have really nice airplanes. And he might have a cocktail or two, or maybe a shot or something along those lines. And we had discussions about how much fun we had in the show, and then random discussions about all kinds of topics that musicians talk about. And one night we were talking about movies and sequels, and how sequels are generally not as good as the original. And topic turned to songs, and somebody said, well, is there anybody know any song sequels? And I knew one. I was the only guy that even knew one. There aren't many. And it's not as good as the original either. And Jimmy and I decided we were going to try to write a sequel to Come Monday. Not all ideas you have late at night are great. It turns out. But we did it. And we knew the people in Come Monday. We figured if anybody was qualified to do it, we could do it. And we did it. And it's not as good as the original. But I'm going to play it anyway. And this song got started by our dear departed great percussionist, Mr. Ralph McAnally. And I got to brag on Eric a little bit, because Ralph was one of the most particular guys ever. And he hand chose this guy right here to take his place when it was time. And he listened on Radio Marg every night of his remaining life, and he would call me and say, your boy's doing pretty good. But Ralph had a line that got us started on this song, because he always said exactly what was on his mind. One night after show, we went to a late night diner, and because musicians, we do our show, we want kind of a dog trick at the end of the night. We did our one thing that we any good at, and we either get food or whatever it is that we're addicted to. Food in our case. We're eating. And it was just so-so diner food, but we were grateful for it. But the waitress made the mistake of coming by at the end of the night and asking Ralph how everything was. How was everything? And Ralph looked at her and he smiled and he goes, that chicken died in vain. And that's how we got this song started. A little bit of Coastal Carolina. Little roadside restaurant, we artfully complain. Groovy tells the waitress that his chicken died in vain. Most every day goes by according to design. Live this dream, still it seems I have you on my mind. From the bottom of my heart, off the coast to Carolina, after 102 all the stars, I believe we found our stride. The walls, it won't come down. We can decorate or climb or find some way to get around. 'Cause I'm still on your side. From the bottom of my heart. Can't see the future, but I know it's coming fast. Not that hard to wind up knee deep in the past. It's come a lot of Mondays since the phone booth that first night. to false start. I believe we found our stride. The walls, they won't come down. We can decorate or climb or find some way to get around. 'Cause I'm still on your side. From the bottom of my heart. These days I'm up about the time I used to go to bed. Living large was once the deal. Now I watch the stars instead. They're timeless and predictable, unlike most things that I do. I tell the wind and my old friends I'm coming home to you. From the bottom of my heart, off the coast of Carolina, after one or two false starts, I believe we found our stride. Walls, they won't come down. We can decorate or climb or find some way to get around. 'Cause I'm still on your side. From the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of my heart. I understand there's a Carolina, Rhode Island right over here beside us.